목요일날 아침 5시가 됐습니다. Resilience. Bounce back from whatever life throws at you. Packed with practical advice to help you get through tough times. Depending on how you choose to use this style, there is a risk that it can cause bad feeling and damage relationship, especially if you are the kind of person who compete frequently. 100 ways to motivate yourself. Change your life path forever. The goal of the news today is stimulation. Screw calm and get angry. If you wake up and you are not in pain, you know you are dead. Pitch anything. So, what I have done in such a statement. Great application for bidding school. Find out what admission officers at top schools look for. She also maintained her involvement in county volunteer activities such as Impact Day, Century High School, and leading the Women's Initiative Education Program. You can heal your life. I don't want to hurt them. Environmental science. Proven tools to help you score higher. The efficiency of the fuel cell is offset somewhat by the large amounts of energy required to produce hydrogen cathode. Black box thinking. A quick recap. Massage basics. Place the flat of your hand on the breastbone between the nipples. Ask your partner to take a deep breath and on the out breath, thump the top of your hand with the fist of the other hand 5 times. Thump, thump. The focus of the company swings around to the outside, so that now the most important measurement for assessing commitment will no longer be merely financial, but those valued by the customer. You just want to be around the dam. Honey, honey. Band HAP. Self-awareness. Self-awareness would lead to the understanding that I don't enjoy monitoring the numbers, and I trusted a partner who complemented those skills. Smarter the world. Most of the consequences that we can expect from computers as standalone machines have already happened. Users, not customers. To be most effective for the user and the biddings, the site must readily showcase the company's credibility, qualification, experience, and the track record. It should almost be like a glorified brochure. Track record. Perfectly yourself. 9 lessons for enduring happiness. It is a difficult question, not one we can settle in an afternoon sitting around with some trusted friends. Daily book of positive quotation. This can be a good thing because it encourages us to work hard. A spiritual guide to mastering the challenges of women, work, and sexual desire. With an exhale, move into the world and penetrate skillfully and spontaneously, opening it into love. In and out of the burger. It's a total cult at the restaurant. People would chase that one. Doing work you love. Notice brochures you receive, for example, of bios. Guidance in planning and writing your essay. In this way, I was able to administer emergency medicine in a setting available to me as an avid skier and student. Avid. Galvanize, spur, prod, prompt, stimulate, motivate, inspire, arouse, excite, stir. I was galvanized into action when I saw how late it was. All the moves for career success, how to build competence, conquer fear, manage up, navigate change. Sure, it seems like doing a good job should be enough, but the truth is that women have to spend more time than men on this type of inter-office public relations. Work parent, make certain pay attention to and allocate enough time for the things that will keep you at the top of your work parenting game by keeping you healthy and the whole. Quit like a millionaire. Once your yield shield cash had been gathered in the joint investment account, you needed to decide what to do next. We get our parents so late in life that it's impossible to do anything with them. How to become CEO. Please be polite with everyone. Prosper. Create a life you really want. Here are the reasons why I want the prosperity. Prosperity goals. Everyone needs goals. Your goals are what you want to achieve, reach, get to, or accomplish. Without goals, it is difficult to have a sense of direction and achievement. Let's see what your goals are. My goals are for today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, the year after, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Who's pulling your strings? When I think about my relationship with blah blah, I realize that I do not feel as good about myself as I once did. 222 Prosperity Affirmation. How to speak prosperity and abundance into your life. Spend to pay out, disburse, or expand, dispose of money, disburse. It's always personal. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Creativity at work. Or at least she added, sounding very much like the academic uh, precisionist that she is. It's easier to convey the context of anger than the context of joy. In order to succeed, we must first believe that we can. Get off your butt. How to end self-sabotage and stand up for yourself. Choosing your pit crew. I see takers, drainers, and destroyers in human pit crews every day. They surround so many of the people who come to me wondering how their lives got so off the course. Healthy aging, challenges and the solution. They delineated a chronic illness as the presence of long-term disease or symptom and impairments as psychological, physiological, psychological, or anatomical abnormality of bodily structure or function, including all losses or abnormalities, not just those attributable to active pathology. Manifest your desire. 365 ways to make your dreams a reality. Also, by practicing a rampage of appreciation, you will become accustomed to the feeling of a higher vibration, so that if you ever reverted to an old pattern of conversation that caused resistance in your vibration, you will notice it early on before the vibration gets too strong. Third culture kids growing up among worlds at the very time when they are in the position of being outsiders. Often those who are also on the fringes of the receiving community will be the first to introduce themselves to the newcomer. Me. Build a powerful brand to achieve career success. Interest. Most networks allow you to list your hobbies, as well as favorite TV shows, movies, and music. Tailor your interest to showcase your brand. Tell me why. Why do birds sing? Then, when it drops back again to its original orbit, it releases this energy and hit the all right. Toward positive youth development, tutoring was feasible. Tutoring was feasible because the schools were eager to nominate the tutees, and the nearby university could provide tutors who were earning their education degree. Financial freedom, a proven path to all the money you'll ever need. As I started making more money, I would invest as much as I could each day, sometimes as much as $200 extra. Some days when I made extra money. The obedience of design, balancing creativity and profitability. Study conducted on news site. Korean perception of the United States. They have not come about because someone has ordered or instigated them. The new lifetime leading plan. In this respect, as in others, she contributed something new, as did Ibsen, to the art of the playwright. Ask and it is given, learning to manifest your desire. Current emotional set point range. This focus will process will be of the most value to you when your emotional set point is ranging somewhere between boredom and anger. Language development. Regarding the general topic of social responsiveness, it will be important to determine specifically what kind of social responsiveness are key to language learning, as well as which specific aspect of language learning depend heavily on fundamental forms of social responsiveness. How to age, how not to age, the scientific approach to getting healthier as you get older. In other words, classic homeostasis, where low levels of damage can upregulate protective mechanism and ultimately leave you better off. No pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. Use a list for core words from this lesson. The self-aligning quality of the ball bearing also meant he could absorb some shaft misalignment without lowering its endurance. Everything changes, but the avant-garde, is not a good wax. Museum when there are wicks coming out of people's heads. National pension premium. Five-day weekend. One of the worst case scenarios in real estate investing is having a property that you can't sell and that is draining money months after months. Control your destiny or someone else at the will. If you are not part of the solution, you are part. The most important thing, uncommon sense for the thoughtful investor. You should behave aggressively and target the greatest winners. There can be no loss to fear. The power of affirmation. My heart is always open and I radiate love. 2002 ways to cheer yourself up. Turn your computer, fax, and telephone to good news by keeping in touch with out-of-town friends and family. Reading comprehension. The next the brain is self-constructed. Content-based grammar. In 1884, a scanner disk was developed by a German wanton, malicious, unjustifiable, unprovoked, egregious. syllogism, a deductive structure of an argument that includes a major premise, a minor premise, and a conclusion deduction. Aristotle's doctrine of syllogism was the basis of formal logic. Disprove. Finding your North Star, how to claim the life you were meant to live. If it's starting to sound as though I want you to risk ridiculously small steps on your posted plan, you are getting the feeling of what it means to create a really solid scale 2 scheme. The type E woman. Expectation 10. I should be everything to everybody. This erroneous expectation, of course, forms the crux of type E behavior. Obama's challenge, America's economic crisis, and the power of a transformative presidency. A is brave enough to say we can do Medicare reform without general health insurance reform. Speak to win, how to present with power in any situation. I never cease to be amazed at the number of hotels and meeting facilities that have inferior and inadequate air conditioning as well as poor sound system. Emotional design. As a result, the more people that check on something, the less carefully each person performs the task. The profession. Companies that had only recently been threatening to leave and take their tax revenue with them were now competing for office space. Chronic marketer, have fun. If you haven't already done this, it might be hard to get your name.com, but there are plenty of other extensions like .me that will do just fine. Perfect praise for performance review. Compared with your colleagues, how do you think you manage the details and make sure things are wrapped up? None of this, of course, represent an infallible guide, but it is apparently significant enough to be worth watching for. goals. Each year since, we have continued to send out the nudges, send out nudges, constantly tracking them to further increase Google savings. Pour your heart into it. We need to continue satisfying our core customers at some location, but also widen the access point to appeal to those who want a stimulating third place in which to gather in the evening. When the need arises, any tool or object closest to you becomes a hammer. Last time I was in love, it didn't pan out. Managing the 24 workplace, always available culture breed problems. To conduct an effective assessment, you'll hold a mix of one-on-one and team meetings, supplementing with input from key stakeholders such as customers, suppliers, and colleagues outside the team. Lincoln on leadership, executive strategies for tough times. Remarkable, a lively and entertaining study that delivers uncommon good sense. No, you would hold your breath, adjust your tongue, and keep your hands up until he got safely over. What it means to you, your money, your mortgage, and your taxes. Travel expenses. Each member shall receive travel expenses, including per diem, in lieu of subsistence, in accordance with the applicable provision on the subchapter 1 of Chapter 57 of Title 5 United States Code, per diem. How to avoid the traps and execute the brilliantly. Ask yourself if clients are so attached to these candidates individually, does that mean that no other professionals at the firm were involved in serving the clients? The fate of food we are in, Pete tells us, a young Indian pilot in training who's riding next to him in the cockpit. 50 successful Harvard application essays. What worked for them can help you get into the college of your choice. With these dictates in mind, writing an essay like this one can be a far riskier proposition than tackling a more obscure or eccentric scene. The chance of fresh, something fresh emerging in such a well-mined field can be slim indeed. Consulting. Get the latest on taxes, marketing, and the reporters. It's one of the best ways to get the exact message you want to send to your most likely prospective clients. Machine platform crowd. As you've seen, larger networks bring with them the promise of greater liquidity, which is probably the characteristic of any marketplace most valued by its participants. Your first grader needs to know fundamentals of a good first grade education. By replacing stone with grass in a wall and supporting the grass with delicate tracery, the architects could make the whole building look more airy and open. The right to the man. I believe I interpret the will of the Congress and of the people when I assert that we'll not only defend ourselves to the utmost, but will make very certain that this form of treachery shall never endanger us again. Show me how to survive. Ask if she's lost her parents. Given the opportunity to learn a musical instrument, I would learn the piano. Faces of the USA. Up to 50,000 people will watch the service and listen to the 30-minute sermon in their own homes. Virtually all students on full-time courses receive grants or loans from the government which cover their tuition fees and everyday expenses, accommodation, food, books, etc. Mismeasuring our lives. Subjective matters have always been part of the traditional toolkit of economists and statisticians, as manufacturers of economies and societies are measured through people's response to a standard set of questions. For example, unemployment is typically measured based on people's answer as to whether they worked at all in a specific reference week, whether they actively looked for a job, and whether they would be available to start working in the near future. Weather for dummies. Identify crowd types. Sometimes you can imagine those long summer days lasting forever. Strategies of the Serengeti. He sat with a gigantic Japanese English dictionary on the desk, and he could regularly hear the rapid rustling of thin paper pages as his fingers jogged to whatever word needed clarification. Answer keys by Brad. At the store, the bread is put on shelves. When it comes to buying bread, people have many choices. American slang. Bean. To hit someone on the head. The lady pinned me with the umbrella. Out of one's depths. Out of one's depths. Out of one's depths. In a situation that is too difficult to handle. Abjure. Developing reading skills. Have you ever had a misunderstanding with a member of the opposite sex that clearly showed the two of you saw the world differently? Hold against. When you hold things against people, you continue to blame them for something and continue to be upset about it. First dictionary. Neck. Your neck is the part of your body that is between your head and your shoulders. putting it in writing business letters. This is to let you know that the staff of the Edison Advocate, our school paper, will be meeting on Monday. Legal English. Yes, your Honor. In fact, the schedule is clipped to the back of the draft order. Public speaking. Now catch someone by the eye, shake their hand and tell them, well done for being here. Multiple master font. A font with two or more master design with an intermediate variation generated by the computer. Inspires destiny, living a fulfilling and purposeful life. What would you love to be physically? For example, a beautiful, fitted runner. The presentation secret of Steve Jobs. Be forewarned. If you pick up this book, your presentation will never be the same again. Reveal a holy shit moment. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. How children succeed, grit, curiosity, and the hidden power of character. For people who don't know how to get a job in the open economy, Kay wrote, and who have ended each page of their lives by taking the test to do the most prestigious thing possible. In the next page, all of this comes naturally. Do you know how? Do you know the how? Compare. In what ways are the lives of immigrants in the United States and Brazil alike? Mastering public speaking. Methods of delivering speaking impromptu. American Rust. He's gone back in there to rescue his friends. He hadn't hesitated. Women who work. This can leave us feeling less than and exhausted. It can undermine our confidence and our ability to achieve our dreams. The raging 2020s, companies, countries, people, and the fight for our future. What G does is generate valuable data. Madam Speaker, we quote our founders. I'd listen to my parents if they'd just shut up. How do I feel about talking about my sex life to my parents? Malls are popular places for Americans to go. Where would you find the Asian to the air? How rich people think. Middle class believes money will make them happier, while the class knows money has little to do with happiness. The 10 Commandments of money. Your home is not a piggy bank. exhaust federal student loans, people seeking private education loans. The essential, yet a lot of insane notion now have a matter-of-fact acceptance. For example, the idea of a 100-ton tube of metal moving smoothly through the air 20,000 feet above the earth, loaded with 100 sane and solid citizens casually drinking martini, and they have dealt cruel blows to the railroad. The secret language of money. For decades, this arrangement has managed to keep itself afloat because there were always enough new employees paying into the system to pay out benefits to those who qualified for repayment. Magnificent mind at any age, natural ways to unleash your brain's maximum potential. What do you mean you can't come for an hour? She told just enough detail to make her friends want to read the book for themselves. Unbeatable mind. Selling a losing stock actualize a loss, while selling a winning stock actualize a gain. Apocalypse and never. The battle to feed all of humanity is over. Competing in the age of AI, strategy and leadership, when algorithms and networks run the world, their activities propagate to all network nodes or community members, whether they post video content, apply for loans, sell advertisement, or share messages. Tribe of mentors. Every smart person and stable person I know was works and meditate. The demographic clip. Since its invention in 1971, the ever multiplying microchip has created a revolution in human communication. 18 minutes, find your focus. But it was easy for him because each step he took was a step toward himself. Win and work, succeed at life. A rocker is exactly on target, only at takeoff and landing. Put your dream to the test. People thought I was going through hell. Many top business people and politicians said that Pushing to the Front was the book that brought America into the 20th century. The 100-year life. When the three stages become multiple stages, then people from different ages have a chance to engage in similar experiences. Traction. Get a grip on your business. Once the company rocks are set, the members of the leadership team each set their own rocks. Managers of the handbook. It can succeed with this strategy if it delivers faster, better, or at a lower cost than competitors. Third place. On clear days, we could see Fire Island, but some mornings we couldn't even see each other, and being that close to the water so early meant the feeling the booming vibration from foghorns. Without the right people or with the wrong people, it is virtually impossible for a company to successfully achieve its mission, regardless of the value of the product or service. Dictionary. Green. Something that is green is the color of grass.